Hello, music friends. My name is Merlo, and I'm a singer-songwriter from Atlanta, Georgia. And this is another installment of how I wrote the songs for my new album, Merlo Frequency. This installment is the song A Different Set of Eyes. This is a song that started on the piano and had the idea for it over 10 years ago, actually, believe it or not. Wrote the entire song, just didn't know what to do with it until about a year and a half ago, but I'll get to that in a minute. For me, music always comes first, and it really dictates what is going to happen with the rest of the song. So it started with piano, and it started with this part. And once I started with that, I got really fired up because it reminded me of an older Billy Joel song. And I never really try to write like anyone, but your influences are your influences, right? And I'm a huge Billy Joel fan. Shocker. As you can see the poster behind me. The piano man himself is presiding over my piano and blessing the piano. Play piano, my son, and play it well. No pressure. Big Billy Joel fan, as should be everybody, right? If you're not a big Billy Joel fan, there's something wrong with you. Only kidding. Or am I? Anyway, back to the song. So it started with that intro, got really fired up, then the rest of the chord changes happened, and then the singing melody came, and then I started thinking about lyrically, what does this song make me feel? And to me, it felt like a guy who had dreams as a young man, big lofty dreams, take over the world, you know, all that stuff. And then he gets married, has a child or two rather, or at this point that would be children, has a kid or two, has a family, and things completely change, right? His dreams completely change, his focus completely changes, and that's kind of where the song lies. That's what it became, actually. Some of the most introspective lyrics I think I've written, and very proud of the song. You know, so and it's the closest thing to a Billy Joel song I've ever written. It reminds me like an older Billy Joel song, like of the Stranger era or the Turnstiles album era, that type of thing. And I'm not comparing myself to him because I'm not Billy Joel, but you know, it's inspired by that era of Billy Joel. So anyway, had the music finished, music, melody, lyrics, all that stuff. And just didn't know what to do with it from a production standpoint until about a year and a half ago. Then I got the idea, what if Billy Joel and Coldplay collided and tried to make a song? So that's kind of the idea behind the production style of the song. And from there, we made it a real, Chris Banks, the guy that plays on my album, is a phenomenal musician, can play everything. Anyway, I wrote all the parts out, had the orchestration set up, and then he executed all that, and he did a fantastic job. This particular song, I played the piano, a Yamaha Conservatory piano, that I was able to play and record, and we used that as the piano track, so that's actually on there. The rest of it, instrumentation-wise, is Chris Banks. So shout out to Chris Banks. But anyway, from there, some of my best lyrics, I think. It starts off, you taste the wine, the grapes of wrath that produce the fruit in the sands of time. Gone are the thrills of youth. So those two lines, I was like, oh wow, this is good. At least I think it's good. And that kind of inspired the rest of the song. And I will leave a link for the song below if you want to check out the whole thing. Very proud of it. It's the most orchestral type song that I have on this album. And it's the last song on the album, and I think it's a great way to end the album. Kind of gets you thinking, kind of gets you mellowed out after all the other stuff that happens, because there's some pretty upbeat stuff on this album. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. The song is called A Different Set of Eyes, and it's off my new album, Merlo Frequency. Check it out.